and welcome to the break room, everyone. I hear someone's pitter-patter. Here she comes with a donut.
Oh, my badge. Hi, everyone.
With a donut? Is this for me?
It is.
It's half eaten.
A little mouse got to it. So, true story. There's donuts in there, and Jason did not know this, was calling me. He had to call me 4 times. And I was like, which donut should I get? He's like, Tori. Anyway, I went with this one.
You went, is that a cake donut or old-fashioned? I get confused between the two.
I don't know, I like the texture of
I think it's an old-fashioned.
The Jimmies. I call them Jimmies. East Coast people call them Jimmies.
Why?
You call them sprinkles.
You call these Jimmies?
My East Coast fans.
Wait, I'm
can you
so
write in?
confused.
You are my fans.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going to defend you on this
Jimmy
one.
Fund.
This is very strange.
It's from the Jimmy Fund. He had leukemia, and you would add sprinkles, and they'd call them Jimmies because all the money would go to Jimmy Fund. And this kid Jimmy was the face of it. And in the East Coast, Boston, New England, everywhere, it's only Jimmy's.
Can someone write in, please?
Can someone please write in?
Please confirm.
Today is Thursday, February 7th.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Kelly. This is Tori.
Good to see everyone.
Now that we're done talking donuts, which donuts are way more exciting than anything else.
There's something when someone brings you donuts, you're like, well, you're the coolest.
It just makes the day better.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It just builds the morale in the room. I'm not even going to have a donut, but just the fact that they're there makes me happy. No, you can eat it. Eat away, girlfriend.
No.
I had some leftover fried rice, so that's what I had for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It was delicious. Anyway.
We call them Jimmy's in Philadelphia as well.
Okay. Okay, John Venturini is the only one saying that.
Someone else write in.
John Venturini always sticks up for you, so even if it wasn't true.
That's not true. He's called me out.
Dilly, Jimmy. Dilly, Jimmy.
Oh my God, Dilly needs to end. Anyway, what's going on? We have a great show for you. Remember when yesterday I thought it was Thursday? Well, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday today.
Yay! And I'm wearing my polka dots, so you know I'm in a good mood.
I like it. Donuts and polka dots. It's going to be a great day.
Seriously. So we have a big story starting with you guys. The Democrats have launched a new investigation into the President Trump's finances. And I'm going to just do a little blaster piece theater with you just to figure this out. Alex, if you could come on over and help me out since God, okay. So you are the House of Representatives Fiduciary Committee. So go like this. You're the money. You're the president.
What word did you use?
Fiduciary?
I've never heard that word.
So like finance. Finance.
I got it, but
the root of the word.
Fiduciary.
So here's the problem. When the Democrats took over, they took over the Fiduciary Committee, which is all the finances. And the president before, Alex is doing a really good president, didn't have to give any of his tax returns because the Fiduciary Committee was Republican and they never asked. But now that it's Democrat and you're Maxine Waters, because she's the head of it, she is going to subpoena Trump's tax returns, and you have to give them or give a reason as to why you can't do it. The IRS has to give a reason. So this is the first start into that investigation. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Blasterpiece theater.
So we have a major moment here. Is Trump going to release them? The Trump finances, the investigation. Remember, the inaugural committee was just subpoenaed by the Mueller committee. So lots of stuff going on with money.
Yes. So President Trump actually is responding today. I'll be covering this throughout the entire day, but he says Adam Schiff, who is the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, he says he has, quote, no basis to do that, and says that, quote, he's just a political hack trying to make a name for himself. And he says this is presidential harassment.
Which isn't a thing. There's no thing as presidential harassment.
Yeah.
And also, and again, Trump is someone who, when Obama was president, believed he wasn't from this country and tweeted about it constantly.
That sounds like
presidential harassment. So if you want to bring up presidential harassment, bring up his tweets from all of Obama's years because it was constant. So that's not a thing. The president has to be able to be strong enough to get through it. And he can. He's a big boy. Yeah, presidential harassment just means you're president and you have to deal with it. And that's what comes with the territory. But it also means you get a lot of perks. And so he should go with that. Hey, guys, besitos from Dallas, Texas. Rolando Gomez, Laura Martinez. Besitos back at ya.
Oh, my God. Thank you. Thanks for joining us from Texas this morning. I heard it's really nice in Texas. What's the temperature there? Tell us.
Did you? Is it
nice? Yesterday I had an Instagram fan. Very nice of her to write in. She said,
have a fan?
Yeah, I have a fan. Just one.
Oh.
She said it's 76 in Austin today. I know.
Do you guys remember what warmth felt like? I don't. It was 3 degrees this morning.
Mine said -7, and I was like, this
God.
can't be right.
Barnaby, my little one, ran into the snow and then was limping, and it was because he was frozen.
Yeah, so do you know that when dogs go in the snow, you need to clean their paws off anytime they come in, because if they get any of that salt from the road, it can infect. So just make sure you wipe off their paws every time they come inside.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So anyway, that's what's going on.
By the way, also, Stephen Hill is saying, good morning, guys. Both of y'all have the good hair. Stephen always lets us know about our hair. And Classy Curls, where's Al? Al has a hit with another group, so he'll be in or not.
He's on an assignment, if you will.
Yes, that's a good point. So we want to know what you guys think, if you believe something called presidential harassment or not. Kevin Eng saying, presidential harassment, give me a break, person in the White House. So, yeah, that's not a thing. And who is... I'll give you guys a little trivia. The least likely person who could sue for defamation. That's exactly right. He is so high up that you are almost... Everybody can talk about him.
I see.
With the territory. It's exactly
I see what
right.
you mean. Yes, yes. What'd you get?
Brandy says her husky is loving the snow right now.
Oh,
I love huskies.
send us pictures or a video, Brandy.
We want to see your husky. What is Brandy's dog's name? I don't think I know. Let us know. Anyway,
I don't know if you've told us.
This is huge, guys. Fifth host, I want to get to it right away.
Yes, this is a great
such
story.
a good one. I think I have a point that no one in the meeting thought was good, so I'm going to ask you guys.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
And it's going to go great.
It's going to be good stuff.
It's going to be fine. All right,
do it.
so Delta and Coca-Cola in-flight napkin. That is the story. It's napkin gate, if you will. Right now, Delta Airlines and Coca-Cola are apologizing after a Diet Coke cocktail napkin that they used to serve specifically on the planes went viral. So Leo is going to put up a picture. A man named Mike posted this photo on Twitter showing the napkins. Now, there's 2 different sayings you can see. One says, because you're on a plane full of interesting people and hey, you never know. Then the other one says, be a little old school.
Yeah, so it's just on the other side.
Right, write down your number and give it to your plane crush. You never know. And then on the other side is a space for your name and a phone number. And they're like, hey, let's do this in a trapped place where women and men feel uncomfortable not saying no and can't get out. So Delta says, yeah, it's a very strange thing. So USA Today says it's already in the process of removing the napkins.
Yes.
So we already know the outcome.
Yes.
But what do you guys feel about that? Coke also apologized, saying it worked with Delta last month to remove them.
Delta says they missed the mark. They're very sorry, but this is odd to me. This is very strange. I feel like this is very weird. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't even know who thought this was a good idea.
Well, here's the deal.
Am I being too PC?
Well, this is what I want to ask you guys, because there is some flights in which you can talk to passengers on
and
the
I've
thing.
seen that too. That's
and
weird
I've played
too.
games. You can play games with like, hey, 13D, want a martini
That's
and a
weird
game
though,
of
right?
brick box. Now, is that the same thing, or is that also weird?
I still think that's weird. I mean, I guess it's cool to have that option there if one of your family members is in a different seat and you want to play games against them, but there should be some kind of thing. So how does it work? Can you like approve that other people can talk to you?
Yeah, you get a message. It's like 12D wants to talk to you,
and you could decline if you wanted to. But that's awkward too. What if you decline
and you're
then the
stuck
person like
on the plane?
This is making me cringe. I don't like this.
I know.
I don't
we
like
don't
it.
like awkward situations.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
So, and also, is there any way you could possibly ask someone for their number without a cocktail napkin from 1955? Could you not ask to put it in your phone if you were so inclined to do so?
It just feels strange to me. DBL Nation, let us know what you think. I need to hear.
Well, here's interesting. John Venturini, who, speaking of, says, let's take it out of context of the romantic circles for a second. Do you know how many networking goes on in a coast-to-coast flight, at least in business first class? I agree, but don't put your plane crush on the napkin.
I think if you're like flirting with someone in the seat next to you and things are going well, sure.
You could also use a plane napkin.
Give them your number on a plane napkin or put it in their phone. But I think it's just weird that they're
pushing it. Yeah, it seems aggressive. Seems a little Mad Men to me.
Let's see. Mums the Word says it's a plane, not a bar. Maybe passengers just want to get their destination without being hit on.
Oh my God. Do you all put the headphones on even if nothing's playing?
Yes, always. The creep factor here is that unlike a bar, the recipient of an unsolicited, unwanted advance here is trapped in one spot for hours, probably in the creeper's view.
Yep.
That would make for a very uncomfortable flight, and there have been sexual assaults by strangers against fellow passengers. Exactly, Mums the Word. Those are my thoughts exactly.
Well, here's my other word which everyone said boo on for me.
Yeah, what was your point?
My point in the meeting is this. I also think it's a little weird to be offering your phone number on a drink. having to do with a drink. I just think of date rape drugs. And I think of people putting stuff in drinks. I know I'm going a little
You're probably
far
just overthinking it.
See,
But
that's what they all said at the
I see
meeting.
what you
Okay,
mean.
okay.
No, I see what you mean, though. You're connecting the two.
Yeah, well, Rainey says it's a marketing fail. It doesn't seem more than that, and I think that's exactly right. But it's creepy. And Gloria says quite presumptive.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
very true. Now this is Arena from Facebook. She wrote us a nice thing. Says, as a millennial myself, I can't see why this is creepy. You know, the definition of creepy is causing an unpleasant feeling or fear. So someone giving you their number causes you to feel unease. For me, no, it's someone asking for my number because I don't want to give it to you. Let me tell you this, if it's offensive or a problem, you have bigger problems than that. You can't deal with life. So go to a doctor for anxiety help. Honey, I am already there.
Blanche leaving Melvin on Facebook says, seems like they were just trying to have some fun. People need to quit being offended by every single thing.
Someone
so
else
are we
said
being
that.
too PC?
Well, Andy says social media has magnified everyone's ability to be offended. I love when people say this because then I say right back, no, not like the 60s when you wouldn't have a black person drink from your fountain, like your water fountain. That was offensive to some people.
Offensive.
So remember, offensive is sort of a relative term here.
And by the way, if you're a 60-year-old white guy who's already struggling in the Me Too movement on how to properly behave, I don't think he needs Coke, suggesting maybe you should talk to strangers, and it just reinforces really old.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Feels Mad Men-y a
It feels
little.
like it feels Mad Men-y at a weird time to release that napkin.
Right, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not losing sleep
No.
over it,
I'm not like, I'm never going to fly Delta or drink Coke again because I love Coke. We both love Coke.
And to be honest, Coca-Cola, and this is very true, I think they're employed, this is so stupid that I know this, by BBDO, which is a world-famous advertising agency in New York.
I believe you're correct.
They came up with the swoosh, they came up with that. They have always done beautiful jobs with Coke. Think about Mad Men, that end Coke commercial that they say John Hamm came up with. They really have come up with beautiful campaigns. So this was just a miss for them. I think it's real awkward for them to do that, says Kyle Baxter. Yeah.
Lori on Facebook. Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining us. She says,
Lore.
The napkins didn't say, write down your number, you'll be kicked off the plane. This isn't a big deal. Be glad you arrive at your destination safely and have a cold drink in the meantime.
But I know it doesn't do that, but it implies that without doing that, you're rude and you're stuck in that plane with that feeling.
Yeah, I think that's what
some people at some point.
I think that's what makes me uncomfortable is the aftermath of what could come from that.
Right. So what if I say, ask me for my number on a napkin?
Hey, could you put your number here on this napkin?
Oh, you know what? I'd rather not. So all of a
Why
sudden,
not?
Like either that, or I'm now sitting next to this person,
some creeper, or maybe he's not creepy at all. Maybe
Right.
he's not he or she is not creepy at all. Maybe it's a totally legit. You guys were having a conversation, but it doesn't matter. It's
How
like
many people are uncomfortable when someone asks them if they mind switching seats?
yeah, switching seats or hello. If someone says hello to me, I'm like,
How about when I have to go to the bathroom and I just hold it for 10 hours because I can't ask the person politely to get up? Because
I
I'm
always
too
get an
nervous.
aisle seat for that exact reason.
Well,
I never sit the
it's
window.
ridiculous.
Never
So
sit the window.
we want to know what you guys think about this, and if it's too PC. Again, we're not losing sleep over it, but
No.
a total marketing fail. And
It's a little
Coke did the right
surprising.
thing. Yeah,
it's a
they
little
owned up to it.
surprising to me.
Yeah.
Especially from Coke. They have a lot of, just like you said, if it's BBD, is that what you said?
BBDO, I believe it
if
is,
If it is
yeah.
them, then it's surprising. We missed the mark, yeah, but
Yeah.
Delta and Coke missed the mark?
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Right?
Yes,
it's
people.
a lot of
saying that.
it's a lot of corporations.
John Venturini's writing in about his favorite Coke. Coke Zero is better than Diet Coke anyway. Naomi
Oh.
says original Coke is the best.
Yeah, Naomi, she always knows the way to my heart.
I gotta be honest.
Original
I don't
Coke.
think I've ever tried Coke Zero.
It's gross.
I don't know what's
Don't do it.
okay. It's good.
It's fine.
Some people
That's
like
exactly
it.
the way to
Isn't
describe
it
it.
the same thing as Diet Coke?
It's fine.
More fine than Diet Coke.
Yeah, it tastes better than Diet Coke.
Oh, it does?
But why have a Diet Coke?
And a Coke Zero.
Just have a Coke. They're all bad for you. If you're going to have it, just have the Coke.
Well,
just drink
now
the real
you've heard
sugar.
the advice from Super.
Yes, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, now this is also really interesting, trending right now. A new study shows I love this study.
It's a good study. I put it in just for you,
I love
Tor.
this study. Being kind to yourself improves your physical and mental health. So we're going to teach you guys a word today. It's Sanskrit. We're going to say it together. My tree.
My tree.
It doesn't mean my tree. It's MAITRI.
My tree. What does
And
it mean?
My tree means the unconditional friendship with oneself.
Oh.
And it's an incredibly hard thing to do in the Western Hemisphere. The East has a lot easier time with
Yes,
this.
yes,
So
of
this is
course.
what it says. Researchers at Exeter and Oxford University released a new
yes.
study showing why it's important to love yourself. Volunteers were asked to listen to audio clips that encourage self-love. And in just 11 minutes, their heart rates went down. They sweated less. They said they put in a state of relaxation that gives them the best chance of healing. So In contrast, those who are encouraged to think negatively about themselves every day,
No.
had a raised heart rate and more signs of feeling threatened and distressed. And that's when your immune system is compromised, and that's when you are vulnerable. So it's not some people think it's a selfish thing. We've always said it's not. But now we actually know it's a proactive thing to do for yourself to protect yourself from other types of illnesses. So I think that's amazing. Stephen George is writing us in saying Pepsi is more progressive. But remember the big fail with Pepsi, Kendall Jenner
that was
fixing
a
the
disaster.
civil rights movement by handing someone a Pepsi soda can.
Stephen Hill is saying, are y'all going to show the napkins to show its creepiness? Yeah, Stephen, you might have missed that. We did have the picture of it up, but Leo is going to bring it back up for you right now.
And a lot of people are
Just
asking
for you,
about,
Stephen.
Jason, we're going to look into the Gucci sweater blackface.
Yes, we are following that today. We'll be talking about it during our digital breaks.
Yes.
So that is a story we're tracking, and we will be discussing that more. But on this note about loving yourself, Tori has been telling me about this app called Headspace. And I've been hearing about this app for years.
You guys told me about it.
Years I've been hearing about this app. People have been telling me to download it. I took a meditation class freshman year of college and could not meditate at all. And the teacher was like, oh, it's probably because you have ADD, and like kind of shrugged it off. And so I always thought.
Which means you need it more, probably.
Exactly. So I always thought, oh, I'm never going to be able to meditate. Why try? Because I'm ADD and my mind wanders too much. So Tori told me about this app. So I decided the other day to download it, Monday. And I'm having just a great week because every day I've been meditating. I've only been doing the 3-minute meditation.
Good. Start with like 1 minute.
It leads you through the basics. I'm sure Tori has told you about this, or whoever told her about it knows this, but it leads you through the basics so you can do either 3-minute, 5-minute, or 10-minute. But I did a sleeping one the other night on Tuesday night. I did a sleeping one, and I turned it on for maybe like 3 minutes. And it starts off kind of silly, and it's like, oh, you're walking on the beach, you're going down the wooden steps, whatever. And you're like, okay, this is weird. But then all of a sudden it goes into the breathing. It couldn't have been more than 5 minutes, and I was like, I have to turn this off. I'm in such a deep trance that I have to turn this off and go to bed. So I rolled over. I had the best night of sleep I've had in years.
There you go.
In years, you guys. I always wake up to pee once in the middle of the night. Didn't even do that. And then last night I had a great night of sleep too.
Now here's the thing. What Kelly did wasn't actively being like, I love myself, but
no.
It was an act of self-love.
Exactly.
To take care of her sleep.
Exactly.
She put it as a priority.
Yep.
And that is what my tree means.
Yeah.
It's an unconditional. No matter what, I will be there for
and
you
make
for
time
myself.
for yourself.
Very interesting concept for a lot of women in the West. As my Buddhist teacher says, we are very, very unfamiliar with this idea of unconditional friendship with yourself. So if someone tells you what to do as a Buddhist, like a meditative person, in the East, they're like, cool. In the West, we're like, how could I not have been doing that earlier?
Yeah.
And you're like, God, just take the advice and be okay to actually have some compassion for yourself. If not interested, Marianne Nelson says this is about the napkins. Tell said person you're flattered, but not. If gay, say you're straight. If straight, say you're gay.
That's smart, Marianne.
Wow, that is good.
Kyle says he's more Coca-Cola than Pepsi. Same here, Kyle. Can someone please get me a Coca-Cola? I'm parched. I can't stop thinking about it now.
Rainey says I'm very high anxiety, and those 3 to 5 minute meditations are great to get started. In fact, I did one at the very beginning that said, simply notice when you go from a seated position at work to standing. That's it. If you can do it one time in the day, you've succeeded because you were in the moment of, I'm sitting, now I'm standing. And if you're supposed to practice every day, every time you get up, the change, you notice because you're getting yourself trained to being in the moment, which is not easy.
So I'm doing the notifications with the app too.
Oh, I didn't even know there were
notifications. So it can send you like once an hour, however much you want it. So right now it says, ultimately, the nature of the mind is limitless.
And you know what that's called in Sanskrit? Shunyata, which means open sky. You're the sky. Everything else is just the clouds and the weather.
Oh, yeah, you have said that before.
I want that tattooed on my body.
You explained that to me, and it made sense once you explained it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I really like this app. I think you guys should download it.
Thanks, Kels. People are writing in.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I have to get my day started. See you on DBL Live. I love your show.
Yes, we'll see you then.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah,
Besitos.
see you soon, Rolando.
Besitos. So are there any ways you guys can write in and say what acts of self-love
great
you
idea,
give?
Tori. Yeah.
So here's some things I do, and this is not sexy, so just get ready. When I come home, I don't know if you guys know, I wear a lot of Spanx, and then they put a mic pack and an IFB pack, and it's like hot and on my bra, and it's tight.
Yeah.
So I crave loose clothing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
Same.
So I get undressed and I put on my loose clothing and Brooks lets me have like 45 minutes and I don't talk to anyone.
Yep.
Because I've yapped all day and I do some cross stitching and I zone out, and that in itself
is a form of meditation
is a form
and self-love.
of act-love.
Totally.
Exactly.
Totally.
But also don't forget the discipline that Kelly's dealing with now is every day is also that steadfastness will build a habit.
I'm trying to learn, and it even says it's like meditation won't come right away to you. You won't be able to do it right away. It takes time to learn.
It's very awkward.
The night of sleep I got, I'll do it forever after that. It was just crazy. And then last night I didn't do the sleeping one. I just did a regular one, and it was lovely.
And then when you're advanced, which I'm trying to be because I've been doing it for forever, they say if you're having some kind of panic or anxiety, that you should be so in the moment you can stay with the anxiety. And all I want to do is run away from the anxiety.
But I guess if you face it head on, it makes more sense. Hey, sorry, Alex, quick question. Is this timer with our end of show video? Awesome. So, what's going on, DBL Nation?
Well, Rainey just wrote in, booked a 90-minute massage for tomorrow.
Rainey, that sounds like a great little Friday for self-love. Yes,
Naomi said just downloaded the app. John just wrote shunyata, which is a lovely thing. You know when you go into yoga, have you guys ever done yoga and they tell you to go into shavasana, which you're on your back lying down? That feeling of just worked out and then you kind of slow, that open space is what you should experience of shunyata.
I need to do yoga.
It's just so good. You're just so focused on you're not falling over that you're just not in your head.
But I'm scared. I'm intimidated. I'm nervous.
About what?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I won't know what I'm
let's follow
doing.
that through. So you get to the yoga studio. What is the most scariest thing that's happening?
I haven't gone to the yoga studio.
I know, pretend we get there. What is making you nervous? Not knowing the steps?
Yeah, not knowing what to do.
So if I practice with you some sun salutations, you'd feel better?
Yes.
Okay, then that's a sense of a...
Message.
Let's see.
Do you get the highlighted one?
Yeah, I'm not seeing...
Last night?
Sorry, guys, we're having some technical difficulties. Oh, Doris says she saw Share Monday, and it was fantastic.
Okay. Do I need life insurance? When is it time to have a will? What is an IRA? I co-signed a loan with my former spouse and now he's behind. What do I do? If you know someone who has a problem with money, we want to help you. So again, we did this before. We want to re-emphasize that you guys can do this. Please submit a short video with any financial questions to casting@dailyblastlive.com. For anyone who's always wanted to get guidance from a financial expert, Felicia Jones is a budgetologist. Did you know that was a thing? It's amazing.
I need one.
I want to say hi, Felicia, not bye, Felicia. She and a TED Talk speaker who's going to give anybody who writes in with a quick video, casting@dailyblastlive.com. Just send it in and let us know, what are you worried about? What's an APR? What credit card's best for me? What's a cash back reward? What's all that?
Yep.
Especially our older viewers.
Yep, especially for our older viewers, retirement, any questions like that, how to plan 401k,
IRAs.
KKK, all that stuff, Roth IRA. There's so many different IRAs, I get so confused.
Yeah, so taxes and all that.
Don't be afraid to write in. A lot of people have these issues.
Yes, and a lot of people are writing in, so we appreciate you already writing in. Keep doing that. This is a safe space. You don't have to give your name. You can be anonymous. It does not matter. But yeah, we want you to be comfortable in asking your financial questions because it is hard to plan for those things in retirement and very important things, and then all of a sudden you're there and you don't know what to do. So Felicia can help you. She's a, what is she again?
She's a budgetologist.
Budgetologist.
And she's also a TED Talk speaker. She's the boss.
Yeah,
she's a baller.
She
knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
This is what Rainey says. Have you read First Make the Beast Beautiful by Sarah Wilson? It's what you're talking about. Haven't read it, but would love to. Ben31 says, I walk in Central Park to decompress. It helps to take a computer break from the computer. Now, I wake up and in 5:30 in the morning, I'm on my Instagram. This cannot be good for me.
Yeah, but I feel like with our jobs, we have to be. That's how I prep in the morning. I get on my phone right away and I start looking at all the news stories of the day.
But we should make a priority.
We should.
Right now to you guys, and you should do it with me.
Do the meditating first?
Well, even just 1 minute of no phone, just be with yourself. Open your eyes.
Okay,
Remember what it was
I'll try.
like before you had a phone.
I'll try.
Be with your body. What does your body feel like? Does your body feel tense? Do you want some water? Listen to your body. I sound so hippie.
You should always have that water in the morning.
Always have that.
It's the first thing you should do when you start your day. Is have
yeah. So please
glass of
just
water.
don't be.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Because
So
I go right to the light.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk downstairs. I'm gonna get myself a glass of water. And then I'm going to come back upstairs, and then I'll get on my phone.
That's a great idea. And in the
moment,
moment,
that'll be at least 5 minutes to myself.
Right, and remember each step. Maybe think about your foot on the step.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting real hippy dippy.
No, but seriously, during the meditation, it's crazy that you can focus on those things. And usually my brain's pew, 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 and
even
not.
if your whole meditation is pew, 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 pew.
And that's what they said. It's okay. As long as you're recognizing that.
Exactly.
Pretty crazy. I'm loving it.
So let us know also what books that you help. I'm a big Pema Chodron fan. She writes really good books. When Things Fall Apart is my favorite. She was on Oprah and all that. She's just a really funny nun. And that makes humor helps me a lot. Oh, I got a new phone case. Yes. Oh, I have a new one. Oh, guess what it says? Clever girl.
Is that a...
Do you guys know where it's from?
Is that a... No. Wait, is it from Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Clever girl.
When he sees the two dinosaurs like this, and he was like... Oh.
Is that a velociraptor?
Yeah, and he goes, clever girl. You guys got it? Cool. Na, 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 na.
Oh, I was whistling that in the hall yesterday, and I think people thought I was weird, but it's a great
You're never
song.
weird. If that's
one of the best scores.
That's my ringtone.
DBL Nation. Oh, Rolando.
Yes.
Rolando, he left, but
Rolando,
he's still chiming in. I feel when you were on a plane, you were wanting to get your destination and go on with your journey. A napkin with your number is a little crazy and desperate. That's a good point we hadn't heard yet.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Do you think that means you're desperate?
Yeah, like if you're, I think the whole thing is weird. I just think that
you could just ask someone.
Yeah, just
for their
ask
number.
someone. I don't think I need a marketing tool to help me find
But
someone.
also, should you ask someone for their number on the plane anyway?
Well, that's fine. I can simply say I'm married. That's fine. But if you're handing me a napkin, I'm like, what is this, a contract? What are we doing here? It's weird. Naomi says, I've learned to deal with my anxiety of vertigo attacks by praying and keeping a journal. Knowing what triggered it helps because sometimes it's triggered by weather or PMS. Honey, PMDD right here. I know exactly what you mean.
Wait, what's PMDD?
So PMDD, which I have, I'm always honest with you guys, is premenstrual depressive disorder. So instead of just being like kind of cranky and annoyed, you're like, well, my life's over. And it's like it's like, I call it Black Wednesday because it's like inevitably I'm going to feel
like crap.
A hole. But it's one day. So Pema says take a walk. Don't make big decisions.
Maybe do a little
treat
jazzercising.
That's okay. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that might make you feel better. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I do the jazzercise thing? If not, I'll post it on my social feed later so you can see it. It's
Clever girl.
Clever girl. Anyway, DBL Nation, please keep sending us in your comments. And if you have any financial questions, please send those videos to casting@dailyblastlive.com.
Yes.
And we'll be here for you tomorrow.
Yes,
and guess
we
what
will.
tomorrow is? Friday. So we'll see you then. But until then, tune in on the shows. Keep sending us your comments. And we have a really great video for you today. The Lego movie's coming out.
Oh, I can't wait.
You might want to take your kids or your grandkids to see it this weekend. So here's a review from our guys at DBL Jump.
Fun.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Double Jump. I'm Chris.
And I'm Peter.
And today we're going to review Lego Movie 2 for you. Just to get right off the bat, I just got to start with this. It was amazing. Amazing. Better than the first in every way. I think it was so much better.
I think the first was better, but that's just me.
I mean, take it away. What do you think about the movie?
Well, I mean, if we're just talking about the first, I think Batman's a lot more active in the first movie. In this one, he's kind of a side character. So those of you who are coming to watch the Batman Lego character, he's not in it a whole lot. He's kind of a side character. So that's kind of why I didn't like it as much as I liked the first. But one of my favorite things about it is they reference a lot of pop culture. Past movies, stuff with Batman, stuff with Chris Pratt. There's like references to Jurassic Park. There's references to a bunch of like female action movie characters like Sarah Connor and Ripley.
Yep.
Just things like that. Just those small things are what really kept me in it, and I really, really liked that. But
I also enjoyed the DCEU version of the Justice League.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's good.
They had like, this isn't too much of a spoiler, but Aquaman was not in an orange get up with blonde hair. Actually,
they
well,
did.
No.
Oh, okay,
yeah, but they had the
say?
newer version, so he was like Jason Momoa, like my man and Wild Man all the time. It was pretty hilarious. So that was great. But beginning to end, this movie doesn't stop. It's pretty fast paced. There's not too many slowdowns, which is great.
Yeah, there's no
I didn't get bored at any point in the movie. So so today we're not going to do numbers for you guys for the rating. We're just going to recommend you either go see it in the movies, wait till Redbox, or pass it up altogether. So what do you think?
I think if you're between the ages of like a child and 45 with all those pop culture references, go see it right now in the theaters. If you're a little older and you just want to give it to like your kids or something, wait till it comes out of Redbox.
Definitely go see this in the theaters. It's worth your money. You will not regret this one. Absolutely hilarious. And that's it for this edition of Double Jump. So we'll see you guys next time.
Have a good one.